Hey guys, what is up? It is SkullFlag44 here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my class schedule for my upcoming high school year. I'm going to be in 11th grade, going to be a junior in high school, upperclassman finally. Should be a fun year. I just got my schedule yesterday, as in what classes I'm going to be taking and when in the day I'm going to be taking them. I don't have my teachers or like my room numbers, so it's not finalized yet, but this seems like it's what it's going to be. And I've already talked to a lot of other people and see if what classes they have and try to figure out if there's any classes we share. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and try to break it down, try to explain where I'm at with the stuff. I still have 2 weeks until school starts, so it feels kind of weird getting our schedules, trying to kind of getting in school mode, and then realizing, wait, I have 2 more weeks left of summer. So that's something, and we don't even have our schedules yet, like or our classes. Not our classes. We have our schedules in our class. We don't have our teachers and room numbers, like I said before. So we're not all in yet. So I started the day off with IB American Studies, and then after that IB English. So this is IB block, and if you don't know IB, it's like AP. It's just in my high school. It's IB. It stands for International Baccalaureate. It's like more. It's pretty much the same thing as IB or AP, but it's more internationally recognized apparently. And it's not too much different, but it's the same sort of thing, the kind of advanced class. So I just wanted to do that because I don't know, I enjoy the with the LASS Language Arts Social Studies combo. And I think that'll be good for me. It's supposed to be a pretty tough class, but should be a good challenge. I'm looking for a challenge this year, and it should be good. I'm not expecting to get my usual 4.0 just because I'm actually able to take harder classes for the last couple times your schedule has been more set, and it's still really difficult to get really good grades, but this one it's I've definitely upped the stakes, so that should be interesting and should be something to watch. I don't know, I think they might like balance or like weight your GPA stuff though. I don't know, with the advanced classes, I don't really know how it works. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that should be kind of nice. I've got some friends I know in it. There's two IB block classes, so there was rumored that there's going to be one, which would have been nice because a lot of my friends are doing it. And I would have gotten a class with all of them, but they split up into two. But I still got a solid group of people that I know are in that class. That should be a fun class. Hopefully that turns out well. Some people are like, oh man, I wish like having it first and second is like sucks, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I've had this same schedule. From freshman to sophomore year, same, the last 2 years it's been the same sort of order with, subjects and everything like that. So I think this should be good. This is what I had in sixth grade, and I think it should be pretty nice. It should be able to break me into the day pretty nicely. I don't know. We're learning about American stuff this year, which is much more interesting than Europe because I don't know. I actually feel like the American stuff, I feel like it's kind of I should be learning that stuff. It's kind of some of my I don't know, just it kind of seems like a good thing to know. All the Europe stuff is like, yeah, there are a lot of kings and queens, and they all kill each other, And America rules now, so that's kind of how it works. Except when we got to like the World War stuff, that was a lot more interesting. Seemed to matter a lot more, but all this stuff should be a little better. So yeah, that should be pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully, last 2 years I've had science, which is got kind of dull after a bit, so hopefully this is a little more exciting. And I don't know, I definitely know some solid people in that class, so hopefully it should be good. And then after that I go to French 3, which is actually a college class, I believe, so I get like college credit for it, and that should be pretty easy. It's supposed to be like a 1 semester class, but in high school we do it over the course of like the whole year, so it's much slower and easier to get. And I know a couple people in that class, but not too many. But that's kind of how French has always been. For some reason I haven't gotten with the people that I'm good friends with, but that's all right. You have to talk. You're supposed to talk French anyway, so don't really enjoy doing that. So that shouldn't be too big a deal. There's still a couple people that a couple of my good friends that I don't know their classes yet, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sure first day I'll find someone to hang out with there. Not too big of a deal. And then I go to lunch, so I have a lunch this time. I've always gone from French to lunch, so nothing different there, but this I just get a little earlier, which is going to be solid because I'm always like hungry, but super hungry by the time I get to lunch. And last year I started just having snacks like in third period. So that should work out pretty nicely. That was a super clutch play right there where I just killed 2 of those people in the Skywars gameplay. That was I was really happy when I got that. And then I go to lunch. After lunch, I know a good amount of people in my lunch shouldn't be anything too different. I go to IB Math 1, so that should be supposed to be a pretty tough class, but I'm ready for that. The good thing is I'll have lunch before it, so I can ask people, you know, all right, was the test super hard or whatever, and I already know some people that take it third period and they go to lunch, so that should be kind of neat. Hopefully that works out nicely. Then I go to weight training, which is fun because I got a buddy I'm doing that with, so that should be a good time. Try to get bigger, learn how to do the weights correctly and all that stuff. Should be a nice skill to know. And then second semester I have Introduction to Fitness as my elective instead of weight training. It's just general PE pretty much, I think, so that should be interesting, fine. So then I finish out my PE credits this year, and then the last period I have IB Physics, which I think I have that with Connor, Condude 12, who you've seen a lot of the videos. So that should be pretty cool. Hopefully there's not 2 teachers and we get in the same class, but and then there's a couple other people I know that are gonna be in that class. So that should be a fun time. It should be pretty solid. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting for sure. But I don't think you can ever be think your schedule's perfect. But usually it's pretty much like this. Like, all right, some good things in it, some things that could be better. But I'll definitely take it, and it should be fun. All about having a good attitude for it. And I think it should be solid. And then next year I'll be a senior, which is gonna be, I don't know, the first part of senior year is going to be tougher cause with like college applications, figuring all that stuff out. But then like the last bit is going to be awesome. So that'll be pretty cool. I don't know. It's just going to be kind of weird walking around with 2 classes like, you know, below you, you know, sort of thing. You're not, you know, total ruling the school yet, but getting there. And so that should be cool. I'm excited for the year. I'm gonna enjoy this last bit of summer by watching a lot of football and doing a lot of that stuff. My Hawk Ramblings video is really successful, so I was happy about that. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna incorporate that into my channel, because I think that's gonna be something pretty solid, and how I'm gonna do all that stuff. So that should be a fun time. But yeah, my schedule is looking pretty good. Hopefully I get my teachers here soon and check out my room numbers. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to go from I go from like the middle level to the bottom level, which shouldn't be too bad, and then I go to lunch, which is fine, and then lunch to the top level, then the top level down to PE, which is decent, and then from PE to IB Physics, from weight training to IB Physics, that could take some time. But actually, I think I'm trying to remember freshman year, I think you get out of PE like early, so it'd be more going from IB Physics to PE. And then I think the IB Physics room is down below at the bottom level. I don't know, I guess they could change it around, kind of depends on some stuff. But that's decent. Usually the last 2 years I've had my last class be on the middle level, and so I can just walk out to my bus and get out of there easily, because creates like a huge mosh pit at the end of school, and if you don't have a class located near the exits, then it takes a lot longer to get out. So that's something. And so yeah, pretty soon I'll get my bus schedule. Hopefully my bus is solid. I could drive to school, but that's if my bus is nice. Like, my bus was awesome last year, super easy. I got dropped off like first, so it was great. Then I'll just do that. But if it's really bad, then I'll have to figure out driving to school. But we'll see how that goes. Should be fun. I'm excited for the year, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.